Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining again today. We're going back this time to the North Texas Beltline, and it's been a while since we have had a route visit here, an operating session on this layout. If you've been active in the channel, you would have seen that we had a live stream just the other day, and put up a poll to see, what people would like to see next, and this actually got the most votes, so here we go. But the funny thing is, I had already been working on a video, so I guess you get a 2-for-1 special. Up on screen there, you may want to go back and look at it if you haven't yet, but we had a switch list that's showing us our pickups from McKinney. So the way the Princeton Turn works, which is what we're running today, we pick up our first cut of cars in McKinney, and then we head east to Princeton. We work industries in Princeton, and then we continue east to Farmersville. We work a few more industries in Farmersville, and then we actually turn around in Farmersville and head back west. After we pick up any leftover cars in Princeton, we continue to make our way back into McKinney, and we classify our cars at the west end of McKinney's yard, and then we put the power up, and that's it. So here we are departing McKinney, heading east. At different points throughout the video, I'm going to show the switch list and the different parts of the switch list that explain, what needs to be done at each section within the Trainz route. So you'll see different pop-ups here and there, covering different parts of the work to be done. Alright, this is our switch list showing us our first 3 setouts at Intex Dry Goods. Plus we have a few other setouts to be done here in town, but for the most part we're going to be taking these 3 covered hoppers and setting those out right here to the left at Intex Dry Goods. We do also have one pickup here. I believe it's a box car. As we make our move back, we're going to go ahead and pull the hole cut out so we can get to the box car in the back. We will add the box car to our train and put these 3 hoppers back as our setouts. If possible, I usually prefer to set any setouts at the back of spurs, just because any cars that are getting held there are usually going to be picked up first the next time a train comes through, but it's not always perfect. Here we have our switch list. At the very bottom of the switch list, you'll see our 3 pickups for Princeton. 1 at Intex, 1 at HT Development, and 1 at Cooper Foods. Now we're going to make our set out move for these 3 hoppers, plus the hopper that is going to get held there. So all 4 of these hoppers are going to go right back onto the spur. It looks like this is one of those times when I decided not to make the effort to get the old hopper in front of the new ones. Alright, our last thing to do here for Intex Dry Goods is to go ahead and pull forward and get back on our train and keep moving to the west, or to the east, sorry. Sometimes I forget that when you look at the layout, east is to the right and west is to the left. Sometimes I get a little mixed up. It happens to the best of us. Definitely excuse the horn sound if you don't like it. These are some download station models. They're not bad models, but since then I have gone into the config and changed that horn out for a different one. Alright, up here on the right is Cooper Foods. We're going to be getting the tanker in the back. We don't have any setouts here, so we're going to go ahead and just pull forward, clear the switch, get back and grab that tanker and add it to the train, and then keep on moving. Oops, silly me. I was wrong. We're actually going to be grabbing that reefer. Should have read my switch list, huh? Alright, here we go, making the move to work HT Development. HT Development gets all kinds of freight shipments, all kinds of car types as well, but looks like recently they just got a bunch of boxcars, so we're going to be picking up one for now. Lucky us, it was the one right there on the edge of the spur. That makes it pretty easy. So after we reconnect here, we're going to make a move that's pretty common for operators for this train. We're going to take all the cars we just picked up that are not going to Farmersville, and we're going to just leave them on the siding on the left, and we're not going to take them with us. That way when we get to Farmersville, we only have to work the cars in Farmersville that are going to be set out in Farmersville, and then of course our pickups. And when we come back through town on our way back west to McKinney, we'll stop and pick these back up. The only thing we'd have to do, you know, if it were a prototype, of course, is let the dispatcher know that that siding is occupied. Here we simulate dark territory, so the sidings are not, or do not show the dispatcher what is on them. So we would have to make sure the dispatcher understands that those cars are there, so he doesn't expect to be able to use this siding for trains or for meets. Alright, here we come into Farmersville. This is a pretty popular scene. Back when I was developing the route, a lot of people were commenting how nice this part looked and, you know, everything. And it was always nice to hear because I definitely worked hard on that. But now we have the switch list in front of us. These are the set outs for Farmersville. At the top is Princeton, the bottom is Farmersville, and then this one at the top are our pickups in Farmersville. So we're going to be grabbing a lot of reefers from the cold storage. First, we're going to work the lumber supply and the steel supply. This Blakely's here kind of is a catch-all for different construction materials, building materials, whatnot. Nice thing about having small entries like this, it allows you to ship some of those more unique carloads that you may not see as common or as often on trains. In order to get the order correct, we're going to go ahead and put the wood cars in the back first at the lumber spot. Instead of shoving them all the way to the back, we'll go ahead and grab our other setouts first, and then we'll just kind of make all that in one move just to save some time. Alright, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and shove those all the way back. We will leave them at the ramp, and then we will decouple and move forward to get our other car where it's accessible to the gantry crane. Alright, now we're going to reconnect to our reefer. So far we have one pickup and one set out. As we back up here to the cold storage, we're going to go ahead and pull all 5 of those reefers, actually, set them out. And then we will put our set out back there and get clear of the siding, or of the spur, and get ready to head out. Here we are slowly crossing over, or there we were rather, slowly crossing over Highway 380 in Farmersville. And now we're going ahead and making our set out, and this is our big runaround move. So we're going to go ahead and run around everything we've picked up and get ready to head back west. This is another locomotive where I've changed the horn out for something I like a little bit better. Not that it's necessarily terrible, it's just it's not my favorite horn out there, so if I don't like one, I usually just change it. Alright, as we head back into Princeton and reconnect, this is what's consisting in our train here. So we're backing up now to go grab those cars we left on the siding. And all those cars you saw on the switch list in red are the cars we have now that we're going to be setting out in McKinney Yard. And according to our switch list, it seems like every single one of them is just going to go on track 0. Running locals is definitely a very important part of railroading. You've got to get those cars to the industries. It can be a slow side of railroading sometimes, and some people really like locals and some people really don't. I personally really enjoy running locals because I like doing switching. That's also why with all the routes I make sure that there's plenty of locals in them when I run them. There you can see McKinney off in the background to the left, up at the top. We're going to actually go to the other end of McKinney Yard. That's the east end you're looking at. We're going to go all the way around to the west end in order to set out our cars. In real life, McKinney is only served by the DG&O. It doesn't actually have any other railroad coming in or out. But it does actually have a pretty significant industry that receives quite a few carloads each week. And here we are shoving everything back on track 0. After this, we're going to just leave it all there, disconnect our power, and go put it on the service track and wait for next time. The only other thing of significance you're going to see after this is us getting the road power out and ready for the manifest train that's going to run next. So there'll be some videos on that coming out soon, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, you're awesome. Appreciate you. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and leave me a good story in the comments there for me. I'd love to see them. But thanks again, guys, and I'll leave you here for the last little bit, and we will see you guys next time.